What time is it? I welcome you back. Sorry for that interruption, but we will continue. It's network, so you cannot predict it. But if you interrupt again, I continue until I finish what I'm saying. So this is what time is it? And I asked, are you fighting for the oppressors or for your oppressors, or are you fighting for your people? As I was saying, our oppressors defeated us with cannon, and they brainwashed us, forced us to run the race they set before us. They taught us wrongly about our history. They taught us or miseducated us that we think or we believe we accepted that what our parents passed down to us is our true history, or what our leaders passed down to us our true history, but they are not. Many of us don't know our true African history. What we know is what I call colonized African history, which is taught by our ancestors, by our oppressors, written by our oppressors. So what race are you running? You hear some Christians say they are running the race, say before them, quoting Hebrew chapter 12, say that they are running, looking unto Jesus, the author and the finisher of their faith, running the race. So they want to end up where Jesus is, although they haven't seen Jesus. So that race was set before us, before Africans as Christians, by our oppressors, not by our ancestors. No true African is a Christian, and no African should be a Christian. No true African is a Muslim, and no true African should be a Muslim. No true African is a Jew, and no true African should be a Jewish. Or Jew. You're supposed to understand who you are, know who you are. When you don't know who you are, you'll be running the race set before you. But when you know who you are, you will run your own race. You should run your own African race. Although our original name weren't Africans, it was Akebulans, but we are known as Africans. They name us that, and we are coming up. As I was saying also, the more we go, the more we drop the garbage they put on us and embrace what is ours. Of course, I am against African spirituality, as people has been practicing it, using it against Africans. I'm against all that. But it is better you, an African, have African spirituality than having the foreign religion, Christianity, Islam, Judaism. No, your African spirituality is still their mother. Mother is better than imitation, or original is better than imitation. African spirituality is the mother of every religion under the sun, no matter the name of that religion. In other words, Africa is the original. They existed. They did all that first before other people. So, what race are you running? Are you running your race or the race set before you? Also, who are you fighting for? Are you fighting for your people or for your oppressors? Based on the knowledge I have now, if a black man do bad thing, I will not condemn that black man just to praise a white man. I will not do that. I'm a racist, but I will not use my race or my racism against any other race. No, but I will not allow any other race to condemn my people, especially considering what we have went through in their hand. They destroy us, they came, they stole from us, they killed us, and they destroy our culture. They strip us our identity. Look at me, my name is Shadrach. I'm not answering Shadrach because in the Bible. I am answering Shadrach because that was the name of my grandfather, and my father named me after his grandfather. There's some stupid people that don't know, especially Christians, that don't know, they know, oh, Shadrach is in the Bible. Why are you answering? I say, should I also stop answering a man because man is in the Bible? Because your Bible said God created man in his own image. Should I say I'm no longer a man? Should I stop being a man because of that? That's bullshit, Before you come to me, you're supposed to know that I don't just come on Facebook and post. No, I didn't just wake up and begin to post on Facebook. Or anything I post, I can defend. And however you come, that's how I will give it to you. Your question will tell me from where you're coming from. I don't need any spirit to tell me that. I don't need any prophet to tell me that. I have brain to judge you. Just by your question, I will know how I respond. Okay. So, you're supposed to know the time you are in. Are you still in the time of fighting for your oppressors? As I used to in Christianity, as I used to as a Christian. When you say you are a Christian, you are fighting for your oppressor against your people. When you say you are a Muslim, you are fighting for the oppressor against your people. I mean, Africans who say they are Christians or Muslim or Jews. You are not fighting for your people. You are fighting against your people for your oppressors, and you are not running your race. You are running their race, and that's why it's benefiting them. It's not benefiting you. So let me ask you also, can you fight for your loved ones? Let me use an example. Your sister called you, or somebody tell you that her husband is beating her up. Your sister that married, and somebody tell you that her husband is beating her up. Will you go to fight for your sister? Will you go to protect your sister? Will you do that? Of course, it's common sense. Unless you don't care about your sister, unless you don't respect your sister, or you don't see your sister as one blood with you. But understand what I'm saying. Whatever I'm saying is also reflecting to Africans as a whole. Will you fight for your race? When you see other race suppressing your own race, when you see other race killing your own race, when you see other race standing against your own race, what do you supposed to do? Do you supposed to say, oh yeah, my race is stupid? I will never do that again. When I hear any African American talking trash about other African American, I say, shut up. It doesn't matter. You say they are ghetto, they are not. Shut up. If you went through what they went through, you'll be worse. Especially you Africans from Africa living in abroad. You're not supposed to side white people for anything. There is no good thing that white people brought to us. You say they are not. Or even what brought us to America was out of what our ancestors invented in America. But because we don't know it, we think it's white people that invented all those things. And we begin to hate our own. We begin to fight our own, standing against our own. They even equate some of our people against us. But you know what? You cannot stop the sun from shining. So if your sister tell you her husband is beating her up, will you go to find the man? Will you go to fight the man? Will you go to protect your sister? You, whatever your answer is, that is for that is okay. But if you love your sister, will you hear that her husband beat her up and you keep quiet? You're supposed to know what is going on. Find out the truth. That's part of being awakened, able to find the truth. Ask questions. You don't just jump into conclusion because somebody says something. Somebody say your race is this, your race is that. They just, generalize everything about your race and say they are dumb. You believe because they want you to not rise. They want you to remain under. Will you fight for your extended family? You may not be somebody that really like your immediate family, like the same mother, the same father. How about your extended family, your extended loved ones? They're also a part of your loved ones. Will you fight for them? Will you fight for them? Answer that question. Will you fight for your race, the race of your own people? Are you ready to do that? Especially when you know your true history. My life is perfect example of what I'm saying. Since I know the truth about African history, I don't put down my African brothers, even those of them that are ignorant, those of them that are still Christians, those of them that are still Muslims, and still have fun with them. Although I know they don't know what they worship. I know they don't know the race they are running. I know they don't know the battle they are fighting or the war they are fighting. They don't know. They are just thinking they are playing game, and that game will yield them some good dividend, but it's not. Jesus Christ is the way that leads you to nowhere. Jesus Christ is not the truth. Jesus Christ is not life. God is deception. There is God Almighty somewhere is a lie, which they use to deceive and control us. But now we are knowing the truth. Will you continue in that lies? You know, you keep quoting the Bible. Who gave you the Bible you are quoting? You are quoting the Bible to justify your hate against your race. You are quoting the Bible to justify your division among your race. You are quoting the Bible like you have seen the original copy of the Bible. Ask yourself, why is it the original copy of the Bible you have is still called version, King James Version? Where is the original one? They compared that one. Version is copied from. Version is not the original thing. It's not. It's translation, and in translation, people can change anything, can put anything. Those of us that are used to plagiarizing, I do that a lot also. You see how I can pick from Bible today and still show you positive thing, and that's what we must do. Burning your Bible will not stop them from printing Bible. Stop burning it. Start keep using it. Read it. You can twist it. The same way they twist it to rob you, the same way they twist it to deceive you. Twist it to deliver your people. Twist it to set your people free. Let them know. You see, when I take some work there, instead of putting like Isaiah chapter, now some of them, if the one I twisted, I put the work, then the like 10 is October. Then the date, like today, you can see the one I post. I say the work 10:30. That's the work. I put it. I made it on October 30th. That's how I'm doing it. So I'm using it to open the eyes of my people and set them free. Because it is when we do that, that's when we begin to talk for the next level. We will go to recover our glory and I mean to restore our glory and recover our heritage. We are not in the time of going physically. Oh, you know, white people, you do this, you do that. Last time I was thinking, what do you think will happen if black people actually begin to pick up weapons to fight against white people? What do you think will happen? But is it time? Is time ripe for that now? No. They will just, because do you see any African country with a nuclear weapon? No. They can use ordinary AK-47 to take out your leader. So what are you talking about? What time are you in? You're supposed to know also that there is war going on. It's not a game. Not war of words. No, the real war is not of wars. We can post all we want. We can say all we want. But wars have its own part, which is also very important. Because it is the war that will unite us. It's with the words we begin to share the knowledge, share the truth that will open the eyes of our people. They begin to unite. Some years back, or let me say 2 years ago, I was not talking as I'm talking now about my people. I was not talking positively about my people. You tell me my people are wrong, I tell you your own people are worse. You tell me black people rape somebody, I tell you your people lynch people. You tell me black people we are idol worshippers, I tell you your people we are murderers. I rather worship idol than kill my fellow human being for worshiping idol. And you're telling me the murderer is better than idol worshipper because of the silly faith you have. It is not war of wars, but let me tell you some importance of the war. The wars can wake people up. Wars, you can use wars to wake people. Wake up, wake up, wake up. The sleeping one will wake up. Unless those that are deaf, then you need to slap them or conk them or spray water on them. You're supposed to know that with wars, I am because you are. We are one with one another. We are one with our ancestors. So the wars can wake us up. Wars can wise us up. Wars can teach us up. Wars can heal us up. Wars, yes, wars is powerful also. But wars alone cannot restore your glory. Wars alone cannot recover your heritage, because the one holding your power, the one holding your heritage, they have weapons. So you need wars and the weapons. Africans, look at Africa. Is there any country in Africa that is manufacturing weapons, guns, bombs? Any country in Africa? You say no, they won't let them. Why not? What happened to African power? That African power you are using now, saying you are using it to secure your position in the government house, using it to win an election, using it to make people do what you want. When we, the African leaders, come to their senses and begin to use that African power to secure the place, they are manufacturing weapons, so that even those from United Nations that come to monitor, to find out what they are doing, they come there, they cannot see anything. Why can't we do that? Yes, some of you young ones, you're listening to me. Some of you, your children, they will become politicians tomorrow. They will become leaders in Africa. It is time you begin to teach them. Listen, democracy will never help Africa. No way. No matter how you try to defend it, democracy will keep sinking Africa. It's democracy that divided Africa into portions to white men. You think they will let you survive? No. And I mean, survive by democracy? No way. It will never help you Africans. You can blow all the grammar you want. You can graduate in Oxford, all the great universities in white man's land, all you want, or foreign land, all you want. It is our own power that will restore our glory and recover our heritage, coupled with the weapons we make. Our ancestors were making weapons also. White people were not the first one to make weapons, but our ancestors were making some deadly weapons as they do. But now we can do that. We can even do better because we have brain, strong one. Wars alone, yes, wars can wake up, wars can wise up, wars can teach up, wars can heal up, but why? Wars alone cannot restore your glory. Wars alone cannot recover your heritage. You need to be equipped to excel. If you don't have weapons, you will not excel in this world. Who is the world powers today as we speak? Not the people that have all the gold in the world. Not all the people that have all the diamonds in the world. Not all the people that have all the oil in the world. The people that have weapons. Donald Trump can talk all he talk. He cannot touch the leader of North Korea. No way. Why? Because he had a weapon. But they call African countries shithole. Why? Because they don't have weapons. They can send even one drone. They deal with all Africans. Just like that. So you wonder, why do they disrespect Africans all over the world? Because Africa is a shithole continent. I didn't say some countries in Africa. The whole Africa as a continent is shithole. That is the real hellfire in the world as we speak. And what keeps them in that hell is their inability to establish themselves, inability to rule themselves, inability to be like their ancestors who were great, mighty men, mighty geniuses, mighty and great men and women who use power and ruled nations and subdue nations. But today you see Africans so weak and wicked. They are weak in themselves and are wicked towards their own brothers and sisters in the name of politics, in the name of religion. It is not your fault. I'm not blaming Africans at all because they don't know what they're doing. That's why we are waking them up with wars. The time now is time of wars. But we go beyond that. When majority of Africans wake up, and when you see the awakened ones ascending to power in Africa, of course it's coming. They know that time is coming. Weapon is very important in wars. not just wars. If you don't have weapon, that's when you begin to seek for peace. Peace talk. Okay, please come. I don't want you to do it. Come. Let's talk. But if they know you have weapon, you say you want war now. They say, okay, no, don't worry, come. It's okay. Let us, dine together. It is not a game time. I mean, the war we are talking about is not where you play game. You see, every time I keep thinking about that Commonwealth game. Why is African countries and other countries in some, I think Indians come there and other countries that are that were colonized by the British. They are the one going for that Commonwealth Games. Have you seen America there? British colonized America too. They fought war. Maybe that's why they say we are not going there. We fought war. But have you seen British forcing America to join the common game, the Commonwealth game? Commonwealth. So when will African countries boycott that game? Say no more. Because it is where slaves play with their slave masters' children. And you think we are playing game. My country did it in Africa. You say talk about Biafra. Of course, when I'm talking Africa, I'm talking about Biafra. The same thing happening in Africa is happening in Biafra. It's not worse. You see, when Nnamdi Kanu said that nothing will happen to him if he go to Nigeria, let him go now. They will kill him like mosquito. You see how he ran away I keep saying that before he went the first one, you cannot go to Africa, anywhere in Africa, you're running your mouth. They just kill you. Because many of us are still asleep. The people in power, they are running the race set before them by the oppressors. They are serving the interest of the oppressors. They are not serving the interest of the Africans. You think they will allow you to come and campaign, calling up people, hey, wake up. Well, we stand, they will kill you. Because they ascended that power to that position for a reason, for power and fame, for wealth. It's the same shit. You keep talking. Oh, Biafra, I have been saying this many years now, and I will keep saying that. The Biafrans have their brain and their resources to get Biafra. It's not something you say movement. It's not. We don't need any movement. We need people, at least few people, a few educated ones that can be good in politics, that know everything about government, know everything about the law. Then they go secretly. There are people that are world power in the world. Not when you talk with one world power, you think, hey, we got it. You are joking. You're gonna get all of them. Promise them what to give to them. I'm saying that. Promise them what you will give to them. You will see how they will give you your Biafra. Then you build. But when you talk, they say, remember Sudan. Sudan do this. That's bullshit. You are the one that will work for it. And you're supposed to have your secret agenda, which we don't know. So whether you're talking about Biafra, you're talking about Africa, you are talking about the same thing. What Biafrans are suffering, the whole Africans are suffering. So for those of you that are against Biafra, say they will not restore Biafra. You hold somebody on the ground, you are not getting up. If you get up, that person will get up. You say there will be no Biafra. There will be no peace also among you. There will be no, Africa will keep suffering. I'm not saying it's a cause. No, it is obvious. It has been happening. Look at since they stopped Biafran nation. Look at Africa. No matter, they keep going down. Remember, one time they say Ghana must go. Imagine Africans chasing other Africans out of their land. Brothers chasing brothers out. Nigerian government said Ghana must go. And in Nigeria, the only people that accepted Ghana after they said Ghana must go were the Igbo people, Biafrans. I grew up singing Ghana song, dancing Ghana song, even in our nightclub. You play Ghana music where Igbo people gather. Whoa, they go wide. You see them dancing. Ghana, although Igbo people. Go play Ghana music among Yoruba people. Go play Ghana music among Hausa people. They say, Kilele, now waiting be this. Igbos is everywhere. Because Igbos remain the true people that still have that true heart of African. But they don't want it to be. That's why the white people used the Mohammedan army, which they later turned into Nigerian army, to invade the Bight of Biafra, kidnapping our people and selling them into slavery. I am the one that's supposed to be angry that they kidnap our ancestors. We are not, but you see some people that they did not even kidnap their own people. They are the one talking. It is not a game, but war. We need the weapon. The weapon. When? Prayer cannot save Africa. God cannot save Africa. Jesus cannot save Africa. Wars cannot save Africa. Wars alone cannot save Africa. We need weapon. When we secure that, don't tell me you cannot. They will not allow you. Oh, the United Nations will not allow you. America will not allow you. All of them will bow before African power. All these native doctors, I'm happy that there are young native doctors rising up. That power you say Amami Water have, that power you say whatever name you call that, you are God or goddess, you worship. I don't have problem with that. That power, why can't you use that power to liberate our people? You are using your power to send our people to go and work abroad. And you are telling me nonsense. Yeah, you come and do something, you go to abroad, Iburi Kelota. You go and make money. You go and make money. No, how about our land? Everything we need to be rich, to be great, to be powerful is already in our land. We don't need to travel to America, to Europe, to Asia to do all that. See me living in America. How about my father's land? And I'm the firstborn in my family. You know what that means if you're from Igbo land. But I tell them, Igbo tradition, stop that. We don't have our Igbo tradition yet. They have messed it up with Christianity. When your native doctors is praying in Jesus' name, when your native doctors are quoting the Bible, and you're telling me you are show me one place that still doing the true Igbo tradition. Show me where we have to restore our glory and recover our heritage. You cannot mix African stuff with foreign stuff and expect it to work for you in Africa. It will never happen. You see how Africans are suffering in Africa, but the moment they leave the shores of Africa and travel to abroad, you see them begin to make it. Let me use myself as an example again. Look at some of my mates that are living in Africa today as we speak. You will call them my grandfather. Is it because I am maybe better than them? No. Just because of where I'm living. It's not because I say I'm awakened now. No. There are people that are not awakened that are better than me in America here. We need that weapon to fight the oppressors. Until we have that weapon, we remain under them because they have weapon. The powerful ones are the ones with weapon. The ones empower the ones with weapon. Are black people making weapons? Even in America here, say, you see, the day you will see all this police brutality or war or racism against black people end in America, when black people begin to make weapons in America. They have NRA, I believe it's white people run it, making guns. I don't think black people are making guns in America. When black people begin to make guns and acquire, black people begin to have guns. My co-workers have been telling me to go and get guns. I said, don't worry, I will get it. You don't know, but I don't need anybody to tell me when to get it. I don't want to get it now. Then I put it in my car. They shoot me and say he carry a hard weapon. We didn't know it was registered. That's over your dead body. It's happening. I don't jump into it and I witnessed them died. So you rush in, you rush out. Weapon determines how we are being treated everywhere. Look at how they are treating us. One black man with a weapon can take out hundreds of oppressors. They don't want us to unite and equip ourselves. No, they don't want us to unite at all. And they don't want us to be equipped. They don't want us to be armed. When we are armed, then they say, oh, they're dangerous. Hey, no. Of course they know. When we are armed, we will recover our heritage. Wars can never give you back what they stole from you. Imagine somebody steals something from your family and you are that type of, hard-headed from maybe wherever you are living and you have gone. They tell you this person take your father's land and you have gone. Will you go talking with the person? You will go, maybe you hold your gun like this. Did you take that land? The man, they say, which land? No, it's your land. I was keeping it. I said, when you come back, you will take it. I didn't want to give it to those their siblings. They will sell it and they will take your father's land. No, that land belongs. Your father said you are the owner of the land. But when you have only wars, you can gather some foolish elders. They will say, no, yeah, that land belongs to them. And there's nothing you can do because all you have is wars. You say you have money. Hey, when I come, I make money. What if the other party have money also? See, so you pay some elders. That people pay some elders. The issue continue. You see brethren fighting against one another. We need to be equipped after we are united. Now we are not even united. So it is time. The time we are in now is time to unite ourselves. When we begin to speak one language again, when we begin to be one people again, then we equip ourselves. Then the Akebulans will rise again and rule. The sun will shine again. Wars unites us. Speak true African history. Study about true African history. Do your own research. Know your own African truth. Weapon emboldens us. Have you heard a gun in your life? I have. Gun give you morale. Gun can make you tell somebody, shut up. I say, shut up. I blow your head up. You see that person, shut up. So some people fear gun, but people like us who respect gun, we don't fear it, but we respect it because you gun. So wars unites us, but weapon emboldens us. Are you ready for war? Africans, we are not ready for war yet. We are not united yet. We need to be united. What divided us and what is dividing us? Religion, politics. These two forces were designed to divide us Africans. They are not part of us. They are not our race. Let us stop running it. Let us revive our own race. Our own race was the greatest. And later, Africa is the greatest. Yes, black is the greatest. Yes, Akebulans is the greatest. It is time we unite again. When we unite, then we equipped ourselves with our weapons, black power, and guns or nuclear weapon. No oppressor will dare us. And you will see our heritage. All those, our artifacts they have in their museums, they will just ship them back. Say, please, we will surrender. But so long you remain united, you cannot build your weapon. So first and first, what time is it? It is time to unite Africans. Stop speaking against your African brethren. I don't speak against Africans. I speak against foreign religions in Africa. And I speak against anyone who is oppressing my people. I speak against anyone who is speaking against my people. And my people will unite. If not now, it will be tomorrow. My people will unite. And once they unite, boom, they will get their weapons and recover their heritage. And it will be again, the sun is shining. The sun will shine again. Don't worry, no condition, no slavery condition is permanent. It's not. It will change, and that change will come. But remember, that change starts with you. You have to know yourself first. Wake up, trash religion, leave Christianity, leave Islam, leave Judaism. Embrace your own African culture. African culture is natural. Before they spiritualize it, go back to natural way of living. What you have, whatever talent you have, whatever potential you have, whether it's ability to disappear, it has nothing, all those things have nothing to do with spirituality. It's part of the nature, it's part of this universe. Sometimes you see some object just fly like that. It's part of nature. It's not a spiritual thing. Let us go back to natural way of living, and you begin to see us united and powerful again to recover our heritage. Have fun this great day. Peace.